Hey guys, today we're going to deep dive into Vexels. They're probably in my top 2 favorite places to go for premium professional quality pre-made graphics. Now, you guys that subscribe to my channel already know I don't consider myself to be the best graphic designer, but I'm all for keeping things simple. So if I can basically use a design that was made by a graphic designer with 2 times or 3 times the ability that I've got and have a better looking graphic, like a better looking end result, which is all that matters, in less time. And by the way, I can tweak the graphics that I get from Vexels, and I'll tell you all about how I use Vexels in this video. And we're going to explore some of the other tools that are lesser known, probably lesser used. So we're going to do all of that in this video. Plus, at the end, I'm going to tell you how you can get up to a free year of Vexels. Yes, you heard that correctly. So stay tuned. Let's get started. So Vexels is definitely a tool that you're going to want in your toolkit as a print-on-demand seller. Of course, I'm going to show you why in this video, but I'm also going to put a link in the description if you want to follow along with me. Also, this link is a special link. It'll take you to this landing page that they set up for me. Now, we worked out a special deal where you can save up to 35% on certain plans using this link, and if you sign up for a Vexels subscription, you'll be eligible to win 1 year free, but you must use this link in order to be eligible. And then they said if you are selected as the winner, I think it's going to be like 1 winner a month. If you're selected as the winner, you'll get refunded whatever you paid, and then you'll get the year. So it's a pretty good deal, right? So let's take a look at the Vexels graphics. This is the first thing that I think of when I think of Vexels because their designers are awesome, and I'm not even close to being in the same league as them. So the other week, just last week actually, I did a video where we analyzed a best-selling Mother's Day design on Amazon. And in the second half of that video, I talked about how I came to Vexels, went to the search bar that you see in the top right there. I put a circle around it, typed in Mother's Day, and found a design that, by the way, was optimized for print on design. A lot of these ones that you see in this screenshot that I took, I would not consider to be optimized for print on design. Print on demand. Sorry, did I say print on design? Print on demand. Anyways, I just edited that design and was able to scale it out using a Chrome extension called Automate POD from 1 design into about 1,000 designs. So if you missed that video, I'll link to it right here. It's a really interesting way of using Vexels. You don't have to restrict the niche just to Mother's Day. They've got graphics for just about everything, and they're constantly expanding the library. But I just wanted to show you that, okay, let's say we want to do Mother's Day. Come to Vexels, search Mother's Day, and then here are the results. Again, there's a lot of print-on-demand optimized designs as well, but also mixed in, you see things like random logos, icons, vector graphics, etc. They also have these editable PSDs. Sorry, editable is a weird word to say. Editable, not edible, editable. Anyways, PSD files, and I'm going to show you them later. But by the way, I mean, if you have some graphic design chops, sometimes you can figure out how to edit the non-editable ones as well, which is what I did last week because I really liked a design that did not come with the PSD. So you can work with them multiple ways. But here you go. So I clicked editable on Mother's Day, and you can see 3 different designs. I wouldn't say any of these 3 are really optimized for print on demand though. So, that's why I ended up using a different one and just kind of hacking away at it until I had it how I wanted it. And then I injected my own text and whatnot. Couple text layers actually. So continuing to further explore some of the graphics that you can find in Vexels, you'll notice here you got some tileable patterns. So if you want something that you can kind of repeat, like sometimes it's like an all over print shirt or an all over print throw pillow or whatever, there's a ton of products you could use, socks, shorts. You can find a bunch of tileable pattern designs on Vexels. You can find a lot of kind of icon packs, which by the way may translate well into sticker packs. I did a video probably at this point like 2 years ago talking about ways to get creative with stickers. Vexels is a great place to start there as well. They have print ready designs, like you can see, well, it's kind of behind me actually, but basically that design is like ready to go. It's optimized for print on demand t-shirts, hoodies, etc. For instance, we know that dabbing Bigfoot, dabbing chicken, dabbing unicorn, dabbing dog. These sell all day on platforms like Amazon. Here are 8 Merch by Amazon t-shirts with dabbing characters on it, all that are making great sales. Guess what? You ever wonder how people design these things? Well, hey, if you're not a great designer like me, come to Vexels, type in dabbing, and look at all the options. And you can get creative with this. You can add text above, below. You can add vertical text on the side, whatever you think looks best. There's so many ways to take this and run. And the biggest sin you can, or crime you can commit as a print on demand seller, is spending hours creating designs that are subpar when you can just use designs that are made by professionals, and then again just add some text to enter various niches. Again, like I always like to remind you guys, if you want to be successful, your design has to be at a minimum good enough. All right, good enough. And it's subjective. I'm not saying that, like, you know what I mean? I'm not saying, oh, you join Vexels and you'll instantly start making a bunch of sales. I'm just saying, like, make sure your designs are good enough. If it means joining Vexels, do it. If not, just make sure your own designs, your designability is up there, right? Evaluate your competition. See how you stack up against your competition. That's the best way of knowing. So anyways, you can click any of these designs from what you see here and then download it. And when you download it, you get all of these things here. You get like a README, you get a license, and you get actually, is the license there? Maybe you don't get a license. I thought you did. I know you get one in the example I'm going to show you in a little bit, but anyways, you get all of these design files. You get like the raw PNG there. You get the AI file, which, by the way, you can load up the AI file into Photopea, which is what I did right here. Photopea.com, Photopea, Photopea, however you want to pronounce it. You can open the AI files and you don't need to pay for any software. So no excuses, guys. You can come in here and you can start editing, turning the layers on and off, etc. They also have KDP book covers. They've got business cards. They've got more. I didn't want to make this video seem like a sales pitch, but I did want to make you aware that, like, if you are on the fence about joining, like, all of these things are available to you once you do. All right, the t-shirt designer. I said we would take a look at this. There's more to it than if you think this is just the basic t-shirt designer that you can maybe find on another website. So here's the kind of sidebar of the UI. I just wanted to show you this initially to show you kind of the design creatives. So they've got like pre-made graphic elements and icons loaded up. They've got t-shirt templates that you see in the middle there. And then they've also got the text, which I'm a fan of. I'm typically a fan of like grabbing graphic elements and then adding text. It's crazy that you can keep things so simple and be successful with print on demand. All right. I almost sold $300 yesterday in profit through Merch by Amazon alone. And if I showed you my designs, you'd be like, wow, this is so simple, because it doesn't need to be complicated. All right. So I went ahead. I used one of the pre-made designs here, which, by the way, you just click, drag, drop, done. I wanted to show you that you can change the model wearing it. So this is not only the design now, but you can also optimize your thumbnail however you want it. So boom, I changed the model from a guy with a beard to a girl. There's 8 different options you can choose from. You can change the shirt color. You can change the background, which, I mean, if you're selling on Etsy, like if you're selling on Amazon, you do want to use the white background. So even this color gray would get you in trouble. If you're selling on Amazon, and by the way, if you can control your thumbnail, that implies you're selling through Amazon Seller Central as FBM, right? If you're selling on Amazon through merch, you can't change your thumbnail, so you don't have to worry about this. But if you're selling on like Etsy, for instance, I always recommend making your thumbnail stand out, because you need to pop in search results. If someone scrolls right past you, you don't get clicked. You know, number one, it gets an impression that doesn't get clicked. That's going to hurt you in the Etsy algorithm. But number two, you know, if you don't get clicked, you're not going to make any sales. So you need to make sure you get clicked and stand out. So they have some backgrounds you can mess around with here. And then you can click download. And what ends up being downloaded is the mockup itself, which you see on the left-hand side there. You see the design itself. So that's pretty cool, because you get the design in a PNG form that you can then go upload to Merch by Amazon or Redbubble or wherever if you want to. In this case, I didn't edit the design at all. You probably want to do that in some way, shape, or form and like make it your own. And then you get the SVG vector format right here behind me. Also, it comes with a license, so you can go ahead and like read through the license. Essentially, one thing that you guys should know about Vexels and their licenses is that you have to have an active Vexels subscription in order to be licensed to sell it on, like, sell any of their graphic design elements on print-on-demand products. By the way, their graphic design elements are not meant to be downloaded and then resold as digital downloads, as raw files. So if you're planning on doing that, don't do that. Obviously, I don't know anywhere that lets you do that. But you will need to like maintain your Vexels license to have the rights to continue to sell the graphic bundles and graphic designs that you got from them. All right, to continue, and we're wrapping up soon, but just wanted to show you there are Photoshop PSD t-shirt templates as well at your disposal. This is something that's really cool because, Again, this is really what I like to do. I don't like to take too long creating any one design. You know, back when I was in Amazon merch low tiers, tier 10, tier 25, tier 100, sure, that made sense, right? I had extra time to do that. But now that I'm in tier 200,000, like I need to be kind of cranking away, getting, you know, a couple hundred designs out of any one design that I slow down and take time out of my day to edit and tweak and work with. So this is right up my alley, at least. This is more or less what I need. So here I downloaded one of them. You'll see it kind of walks you through it by default, and then you turn off that layer and you can edit what's behind it. Here's another one here. So just wanted to make you guys aware that these are here, and this is me using it in Photoshop, but you can also, again, go to photopea.com. It's free. You just go to File, Open File, and then open the PSD or the AI file, and you can go ahead and get to editing it. All right, last but not least, they have a logo maker. Just wanted to show you really quickly that they can assist you in making a logo in 3 steps. I think it's really 2 steps. So I typed in like Ryan Hogue, passive income, I think. And then they ask you for a category. So I typed in the name, selected the category as education, and then they cranked out these logos. Now, I think Ryan Hogue passive income is like a really long one, so it doesn't look as good as if I just typed like Ryan Hogue. But either way, it's a logo maker. Took like 2 seconds to crank out a couple logos. So I just wanted to let you guys know that is there as well. So that's really it, guys. That's what I wanted to share in this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Anybody who's used Vexels, are you a fan? Are you not? If not, why? If you are a fan, let me know why. Anyways, I've been using it for over a year at this point, and again, it's led me to quite a few t-shirt sales. Like I said, almost $300 on Merch by Amazon yesterday in profits in a single day. It's not all attributed to Vexels, but like I use Vexels, I use All Sunsets. Those are my 2 go-tos, and it's been working so far. So anyways, link in the description. If you sign up through this link, you're eligible to win the free year for the next month. And I think we're going to select like 1 winner a month. So check that out. And you save some money as well. Also, in the description, I've got a link to my print-on-demand weekly giveaway. If you haven't entered, you should go ahead and do that. 2 winners are selected every Sunday. It's free to enter, and it takes like 10 seconds. I've got a link to my 7-day Amazon merch mini course and my Merch by Amazon Facebook community, guys. So go ahead, check those out if you're interested. And I wrote a full Amazon merch course. It's a unique beast with massive potential. Anybody that wants to learn from me my exact methods tailored to your tier, check out the link in the description and you can find out more. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching until the end. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow.